About 2 months ago, I released a video giving my thoughts on the Teen Titans Go vs. Teen Titans trailer, and I made some concerning predictions about how this movie would turn out, and for the most part, I wasn't wrong. The animation's bad, and the 2003 Titans act like parodies of themselves rather than the actual characters. And of course, all of that being said though, this movie isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Surprisingly, this movie does have some good qualities about it. Though before we get into things, I should make my stance on Teen Titans Go clear. I originally made a review of Teen Titans Go back in 2016, which was one of my first reviews I'd even made. To sum up my thoughts in that review, Teen Titans Go is at its best when it's a parody. A lot of people give Teen Titans Go a free pass because it's supposed to be a DC parody show, yet the show really is. Over 90% of the show is just dumb, random humor, which is mostly to blame on the fact that the creators originally had no idea what Teen Titans was when they started working on the show.
Yeah. And no continuity with the old show. Someone's going to ask that.
No continuity.
So, we've never even seen the old show.
No, I saw a couple episodes. It's good. It was a good show.
Good show.
It's a great show.
Nowadays, Teen Titans Go has become more of a parody series, and I feel that's where its strength lies. In fact, it's most shown with the release of the Teen Titans Go movie. This movie is an amazing parody on the mass production of superhero movies, and it's definitely Teen Titans Go at its best. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, on the other hand, is a very mixed bag. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right into this direct-to-DVD flick. This is Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. The movie begins with a really good start. We see the Go Titans swooping in to stop a bank robbery from the Gentleman Ghost. We get the best jokes in the movie here while the Ghost begins swapping between everybody's body. That is, until he sees Raven's powers and decides to invade her mind. This leads him to unleashing her demonic side, which cracks the gem on Raven's forehead. Now, this scene is very similar to the 2003 Titans episode, where Dr. Light had taken things way too far.
Guess I'll head off to Ghost Jail. You don't stop! You win! I surrender! What's the matter? Afraid of the dark?
Trigon shows up to talk with Raven, trying to get her to give him her powers. When that fails, it's revealed that the Go Trigon is working with the 2003 Trigon, just before a mysterious portal opens in the sky. The Go Titans get kidnapped by a group of masked strangers, before being thrown into a multi-dimensional arena. Now, this is the moment in the movie when things start going downhill. The kidnapping scene with the original Titans is so well done, and it's the only amount of respect the original Titans get in this entire movie. Once that's over with, it's obvious what the movie will be pulling from here on out. There's so much done wrong with the 2003 Titans, besides the lacking animation. The characters are terribly written, to the point that they're just parodies of themselves. The only characters who act close to the original characters are Raven and Starfire. The rest are just jokes, and what I feel is a severely missed opportunity. When you have a crossover like this, you should portray the characters like they were in the original shows. And having the more down-to-earth 2003 Titans working with the absurdly silly Go Titans would have worked great. It could have been similar to the episode Fractured in the original series, where Robin spent the whole day with a dimensional counterpart of his. Which, surprisingly, there is no mention of Larry at all in this movie, despite it being about alternate dimensions. That just goes to show how very little fan service this movie gives for the 2003 Titan fans. In fact, this movie only focuses on the fan service from its own show and not the original Titans. When you're doing a crossover like this, you need to show love for both sides. Anyways, the two tag team teams of the titular Titans fight it out in a pretty decent fight scene, which leaves Go Raven as the last member of her team. She tries forfeiting the match, but the Game Master refuses to let her leave. Raven gets irritated and lets out her demon again, which reveals that the Game Master was actually Trigon, which was pretty obvious. I would have liked it if we hadn't seen Trigon in the previous scene, so the Game Master reveal would have been more shocking. Also, we learned that the plan all along was to revive the Trigon from the 2003 Titans dimension, although it's never really explained why this plan had to take place inside the Go universe. We see a ton of Teen Titans dimensions in this movie, yet the one they decided to bring back Trigon was the Go universe, which, okay, it would have been fine if they gave us an explanation for why Go Trigon decided to help the other Trigon. Anyways, the Trigons kidnap both Ravens and the rest of the Titans flee the arena. They land in the Go Titans Tower, and we are at what is by far the worst part of this movie. We hear a song and dance number that has no other purpose than to stroke the Teen Titans Go ego.
Let's keep it 100. You got charm and appeal, so what? Go silly, I don't see the big deal. Sing all day and the ladies on the charm.
This song does nothing but brag about the Go Titans without returning the favor. There's no equal treatment for the shows here, it's just all about the Go Titans. And what I love about this line here, this one line not only insults the 2003 Titans, but also insults every modern show on Cartoon Network. Do you know why Teen Titans Go has such good ratings? It's because Cartoon Network uses up 90% of its airtime airing the show. For the past several years, Cartoon Network has mainly aired Teen Titans Go, leaving all of its other shows to dwindle in ratings. Adventure Time, Regular Show, The Amazing World of Gumball, all shows that Teen Titans Go single-handedly push down the drain. Then you have more modern shows like Mighty Magiswords, Clarence, and even OK Go has now been taken down because Cartoon Network floods its channel with Teen Titan Go. Teen Titans Go, getting good ratings, retroactively harms every other show on the channel. I have no idea why Cartoon Network feels like doing a Teen Titans Go marathon for several weeks side by side. But this still gets a really big issue that has hurt several shows and will go on to hurt just as many shows in the future. Another big issue we can finally talk about is the animation. I chose to wait until this scene to get into it, as this scene in particular highlights how terrible the animation really is. A lot of people have tried to excuse the animation by saying that the team working on this movie had a very small budget, which, okay, it may be true, but so did the 2003 Titans show. And they had to stretch that small budget across several hours of episodes. And they even had their own direct-to-DVD movie. If they could work with the small budget that they had, then the team working on this one movie could have done it with their budget too. Now, I want to point something out, but unfortunately, this won't be appropriate for the younger viewers watching this review, so please cover your ears for like maybe a minute. Come on. Okay, so there's an artist who goes by the name of Zontan, who has made a few rather risky videos about a variety of cartoons. A couple of which are based on the Teen Titans. And the reason I bring this up is that her videos are far better animated than the original Titans in this movie. She used flash animation, just like this movie, but she also put a higher level of care and passion into those videos. And need I remind you that she's just one artist with no budget who made these videos out of passion. This movie was made by a team of paid artists who had a budget necessary to make this movie happen. And the strangest part about all of this is the teaser for the movie. The end of Teen Titans Go movie revealed a teaser for this movie, and in that teaser, the 2003 Titans were animated very closely to the original style. How they went from this
Can anyone hear us? We think we found a way back.
to this
Santa Claus, he's right there.
is beyond me. I would love to continue ranting about this, but we still got half a movie to get through, so after that horrible song and dance, we cut to the Titans literally padding out screen time. There are two back-to-back filler scenes that add nothing to the story, and if anything, just insults fans of the original Titans even more by the misportrayal of the characters.
Look, stop moving your mouth. I'm trying to move the straw, but
Though the Ravens do end up escaping, that sort of moves the plot along, and to follow up on their escape, we get 2003 Robin monologuing on a rooftop. Teen Titans Go has made this joke several times, but I don't think Robin did this once in the original show. I understand it's a comic book trope, but it's one that I don't think was even in the original show at all. After that filler, we get some more. But if you can sit through all of that, then the movie starts getting good again as the Titans invade the North Pole to steal a device that can warp through dimensions. This scene is so well done, and it has both the groups of the Titans equally doing their part in this mission. Instead of those filler scenes, they should have made this whole setup even longer. Though it ends on a weird note as both cyborgs fuse together to create a dimension-hopping machine, something that makes sense for Ghost Cyborg, but not so much for the original Cyborg. Then again, I don't think the people who made this watched much the original Titans, so they wouldn't know much about consistency. The Titans start hopping through dimensions, most of which are just references to the Teen Titans Go. Every Teen Titan dimension shown that wasn't based on the previously existing one is just done in the Teen Titans Go art style. The longer this movie goes on, the less it feels like a Teen Titans movie and more like a Teen Titans Go advertisement. We cut back to the Ravens, who get tracked down by the Trigons. Go Raven unleashes her demon, fully restoring the 2003 Trigon. But in a weird twist, the Go Trigon gets sick of how he's being treated and he eats the original Trigon, transforming him into a really awesome looking monster named Hexagon. Although they had to ruin this really awesome scene with an overly long joke about him now having 2 butts. The Titans use their dimensional device to summon the Titans from every multiverse in order to take down this new monstrosity. Though, it appears only the Ravens have a chance against this demon. And thanks to the power of Vor, Raven eats every Raven in the multiverse and transforms into a chaotic monster herself. This leads to a really cool monster battle, which ends with the Trigons being defeated, Raven confronting her demon, and everyone going back to their dimension. The 2003 Titans say their goodbyes to the Go Titans, and the Go Titans hint at another crossover that may be slated for 2020.
Did you know the best part of a multiverse imperiling superhero crossover event? It's that there won't be another one for at least a year.
And that was Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. The movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It has some good moments, and at times it also lands on some solid jokes. But everything I mentioned in my previous video has held true. The animation is bad. The 2003 Titans are parodies of themselves, and this movie spends way too much time bashing the original Titans. This is the first project in over 12 years to feature the original Titans, and it's fair that fans would want them portrayed like they were in the original show. A lot of people assume the hate for this movie is on the Teen Titans Go side of things, but the hate is mostly towards the misportrayal of the original Titans, which, again, brings out a fear of mine that the 2003 Titans will return, but in the style they're portrayed in this movie, made lazily in Flash and written as joke characters. When Season 5 of Samurai Jack aired, I had high hopes that Cartoon Network would revive more of its cancelled shows in the same vein. If Teen Titans got a 6th and final season like how Samurai Jack did, that would be a dream come true. But after seeing this movie, I think it's best that Cartoon Network leaves the original Titans alone until they get over their Teen Titans Go fever. Overall, it's honestly not a terrible movie, but it is a letdown in most areas. Teen Titans Go fans should have fun with this, but fans of the original Teen Titans will not be happy with how the Titans are portrayed in this movie. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to subscribe to help support future content on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.